DVB Digital Fast
ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီကာလပေါ့၄နှစ်ခွဲတာကာလအတွင်းမှာ
You are listening to the Democratic Voice of Burma. Hello and welcome to DVB English News. I am Norman. The regime's Union Election Commission announced that its general elections will begin on December 28. It added that specific dates for its phase polls in January 2026 will be announced later. Phone Latt, the National Unity Government Prime Minister's Office spokesperson, spoke to DVB.
We call this upcoming process an illegal sham election. It's not because we oppose elections itself, but because the authority to organize elections belongs to a legitimate government entrusted by the people, not the military, which seized power illegally. The region lacks both legitimacy and capability. They don't have the ability to hold such an election. We already have the results of the 2020 election.
In 2020, Aung San Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy party won a second landslide victory. This is after it came to power with an overwhelming majority in 2015. It has been accused of voter fraud by pro-military parties.
ကျော်လာပြီးဒီလိုလက်ရှိအခြေအနေမျိုးဖြစ်လာတဲ့အထိ
Senior General Myanmar Online has repeated these claims without ever providing evidence. He blamed fraud by the NLD as the main reason for the coup. On February 1st, 2021, he jailed State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi and President Win Myint. His regime took power in Naypyidaw.
They are changing laws, suspending some and enforcing others, showing that they intend to push ahead at any cost. But will the people accept it? Just look back at 2021 when the military tried to seize power. People across the country took to the streets and made it clear they rejected military rule.
The region has designated 330 constituencies for the Phidu Lutto, or lower house of parliament, under a first-past-the-post or winner-take-all electoral system. 110 Myoda Lutto, or upper house, constituencies will be through a combination of first-past-the-post and proportional representation. This is the distribution of seats that corresponds closely with the proportion of the total votes cast for each party. The UEC announced the list of constituencies in each state and region on August 16. Richard Horsey is the senior advisor on Myanmar at the International Crisis Group.
There is no doubt that these so-called elections will produce an administration which is a cover for continued military control of politics and continued military control of the country. That's sure. There will be no surprises from these elections in that regard. But there may be surprises for Min Aung Hlaing personally. He's not that popular among the Myanmar military and the elite in Naypyidaw. He may have a plan. He may have a plan of how to become president, of how to ensure that the commander-in-chief, the next commander-in-chief, will be loyal to him. He may have a plan in his head, but will he be successful in implementing that plan?
On July 31st, Min Aung Hlaing lifted the nationwide state of emergency in place from February 1st, 2021. He reshuffled his regime, appointing himself chairperson of an interim administration. He will maintain the duties he assumed as acting president from the late Min Sui, and he will remain senior general of the Myanmar military.
I don't think it's so much an exit strategy from Min Aung Hlaing as an entry strategy. It's his entry strategy to the presidency. He wants to be the president, but so that's what he wants. The question is, will he get what he wants?
Min Aung Hlaing imposed martial law on 63 townships, which are either fully or partially controlled by resistant forces.
Even though the region has announced constituencies and townships where it claims it will hold voting, in reality they cannot do so in many areas controlled by the resistance, including the energy and allied groups. In those territories, there is no way this sham election can take place. We will continue expanding our territorial control, and at the same time, we are working with various organizations to show the international community that this election is illegitimate.
The NUG and its arm wing, the People's Defense Force, either fully or partially control 15 townships. All are in central Myanmar's Sagaing, Magway, and Mandalay regions. In Rakhine State, the Arakan Army spokesperson Kaintuka said that no regime elections would be held in territory under its control. The AA has seized a total of 15 townships. A BBC investigation found that the regime controls less than a quarter of the country. Despite this, 58 political parties have registered with the UEC, but only 10 of them, including the pro-military Union Solidarity and Development Party, will contest polls nationwide. The USDP governed Myanmar under a hybrid military regime from 2010 to 2015, but it has faced stunning defeats to the NLD in the two previous elections. The UEC announced on August 20 that the first phase of the 2025 elections will be held in 102 townships. It said that a new parliament would convene after all the elections are completed in 2026. Many political analysts predict violence to increase nationwide as the regime rolls out its phased elections. For DVB English News, I am Norman.